Hi, Nick. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I am too. If you are watching, we can't figure out. This is a new podcast. There is a bit of a metronome sound that's going to play throughout the whole episode.
For several hours, most likely.
Yeah, we just don't. It's just something you're going to have to let drone out, or what do you call it?
Dissociate?
You're going to have to dissociate. You're just going to have to trust us. It'll be worth it. There's great content. We are going to try to mask it by talking like this. That way.
Only 4 more hours of the podcast left to enjoy. Don't have to sing, but I am. Can't stop.
Nick,
Won't stop.
If you talk and if you sing, it's going to draw attention to the audience that we have a metronome. Click. Let's
You
stay
are
on topic.
correct.
All right. Now, let's go into the news. All right.
What happened on this day in history?
I don't know. What day is it, Nick? Triple lit, Nick. What day is it, Nick? All right, let's go.
999 11 11 11 999 11 11.
Clap.
Clap. Welcome to MKUsual. I'm Nick.
I'm Dennis.
This is our first podcast together.
Not my first podcast, but with you.
This is actually my first podcast ever.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm actually terrified.
Have I been incredibly upsetting you during the setup of this?
No, no, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like running around like, I want this to be different.
I think we're fucking weird enough it'll just happen naturally.
Okay, good. So that's the intro.
Welcome to MKUsual.
Welcome to MK Usual. It's like MK Ultra, but usual.
More normal.
More normal, yeah.
It's like you're programmed by the government to go get groceries. Or check the mail.
Or go to work on time.
Show up on time to work.
Drive the speed limit.
I have not received that programming.
Consume. It's your everyday programming.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be nice, especially now that I know that this is our first one. I thought it would be fun if we play a get to know you game so that we could get to know each other.
Sure.
Okay, so this is Totem Talk. And whoever has this totem is
totem?
Whoever has this totem is the only one who's allowed to speak.
Oh.
All right. Whoever has the totem
When is it?
is the only. I'm holding the totem.
I was just curious about when
I'm speaking.
I was just curious about when I would get the totem.
Oh. If you stop talking and you let me say my totem thing, then you'll get it next. You can talk. It's fine. But for the game, Totem Talk, it's whoever has it. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pass it back and forth and say fun facts about ourselves.
Okay.
Okay, so you start.
I just wanted to say, fun fact. I'm a really fun guy. There's a lot of fun things I'm thinking about myself right now. I'm a local comedian from Kansas City, and I work at the Comedy Club of Kansas City. It's fun every day. Every time I'm there, it's fun, and that's a fun fact about me. Here you go.
All right. I think it's fun how human skin is waterproof. Not in a weird way. I think it's fun how when you get out of the shower, you can just dry. Like it doesn't soak into you. Like if you had a fur coat or you're a sponge. Human skin is water. Am I doing okay? Okay. I just think that's a fun fact that I think about a lot. Like when people are like, put on gloves to do that. I'm like, I don't have to. I have skin. Skin is the most waterproof material. And I'm talking about my own skin. No one else's. All right.
A fun fact about me is that I'm made up mostly of water, and my skin keeps all that water inside because skin is waterproof. If we didn't have waterproof skin, we would just be amorphous blobs. That's fun.
Yeah. I think it's fun that we're made up of water. Like there's water in all of our cells, but it's like it keeps all the water in and all the water out. Unless it goes through a very specific process where you sweat or you pee. I think the body just regulates water. I think it's amazing. I think it's really weird too. Kind of a fun fact that water has no taste, no smell, and I think it's a little weird that our bodies run on this tasteless, odorless substance that makes up most of the earth. And sometimes I wonder if water does have a taste and smell, but because we're waterproof and made of water and living on a planet of water, if we just don't recognize it. And maybe if an alien came here and saw all this water and they'd be like, ew, what's all this stuff? And they're like, this is gross, but we're like water machines. And I just wonder about that. It's a fun fact.
My favorite color is orange.
My favorite color is blue, like water. Which, why is the ocean blue? Why is the sky blue if water's clear? They say it's water in the atmosphere that makes the sky blue, and then they say it's the sky that makes the ocean blue. And I don't get it.
It's a paradox.
It's a paradox.
I'm sorry for speaking out of turn.
You're ruining this whole thing.
I'm drowning over here.
You're drowning. I'm getting washed up.
Fun fact about me. I'm going to introduce our first guest. Come here. Come here. This is Daisy. She will eat the totem. I don't even know if you can see her. She needs something. I think it's attention. But you'll have to go lay down, and we'll get back to hanging out after totem talk. Okay. All right. Fun fact about me. I don't know how long we're supposed to do this. Like most things. Like working. Making love. Tasting all the QT rollers and putting them back if I don't like them. I don't know how long you're supposed to do things. It's a fun fact about me is that time is hard to perceive correctly from a limited perspective.
Yeah. That's fun.
You can't drink it like water.
No.
If you could drink time like water, that would probably make things more convoluted and confusing. Anyway.
My parents are divorced.
I suffer from a rare condition, colloquially known as wet daydreams. Most people are familiar with wet dreams, which happen at night. They're nocturnal emissions. Mine happen when I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch.
That's rough. I have never had an abortion.
I've never given an abortion successfully.
But you've tried. Are we not fun?
No, we're not fun.
I feel like we're not fun people. I can't name a single... I don't even really like roller coasters that much, if I'm being honest.
No.
I don't know what I like. I see these people enjoying these shows and movies, and I'm like, am I clinically depressed? Is there something wrong with me? Am I joyless?
No.
I don't know if... A fun fact about me, I'm not fun. I'm a water-fueled,
You're full of water.
full of water, yeah,
Fueled by
waterproof.
water. Waterproof
Nothing.
somehow.
I have the taste and odor of water.
I don't enjoy a lot of shows either, but I wouldn't say I'm not fun. Water is pretty fun if it's falling from a great height, like off a mountain. Tremendously fun to just sit there. That's my kind of fun.
If it's falling from a great height, like a mountain, like an avalanche.
Like a waterfall.
Oh, a waterfall.
Yeah, just
cool,
like sitting under a waterfall. If I could do that for 12 hours a day and just absorb the essence of the water and survive, that would be great.
Like a frog.
Yeah, like a frog. That'd be great. Fun fact about me. Here's something I do like. I do like riding motorcycles. I'll settle for a bike, but if I can ride a motorcycle, I'm having fun.
I didn't know that.
That's fun.
Have you ever owned a motorcycle?
We had my dad very generously bought us. We still have it to this day. It's a Yamaha 50cc dirt bike, and it is the most fun I've ever had in my life. I still drive it. I look like a bear in a circus driving a motorcycle. It's awesome. Get a Yamaha 50cc motorcycle, no matter how old you are. Fun fact.
I don't like motorcycles. I think they look cool. I'm not even a huge fan of being on a bike. I'm scared I'm going to fall off. Motorcycles scare me. You know, they make you wear a seatbelt in the car. There's no seatbelts on a motorcycle.
That's a good point. They give you a helmet in a motorcycle, but not in a car, though.
Riding a horse scares me. I feel like it's a giant waterproof animal that could kick me off at any time. Their hoofs are made of like rock. They have rock feet.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like the idea of it getting hit by the thing from Fantastic Four in my face.
My uncle got bit by a horse. That's pretty terrifying. They'll just bite you.
Ooh. But they don't have sharp teeth.
They're very, very strong, though.
But they're big. Oh, do they hold on do they hold on? Oh.
It basically, took a chunk of his leg and, squeezed the fat and then made, a little ball of fat on his leg. It, separated the fat from his... the rest of it. I don't... It didn't break the skin. It just, I can't even describe it. It was gross to look at.
Oh.
Sorry.
Final fun facts.
Final fun facts. I'm a chef, which is that's a pretty fun job, actually. It's pretty fun. Fun fact, I'm also gonna hand this to Dennis.
This has been a flawed but a successful and full of fun and learning Totem Talk.
Thank you for tuning in to Totem Talk.
Totem Talk. Look, mofos, it's time for Today in History.
Today in History, our newest segment.
Every segment that we do is our newest segment.
Brand new.
Let's start with close to home. We got a birthday shout out.
A birthday shout out.
Yeah.
I learned this last night at the open mic at the Comedy Club of Kansas City. It's Connor Don's birthday today.
It's Connor Don's birthday, September 11th.
September 11th.
97?
I wasn't there, but yeah, I think he said he was 4 years old.
Connor's only 4 years old. Can you believe that?
Okay. I can't believe it. No. He looks older than 4.
No, he's got to be.
He's got to be at least 27, 28. I don't know. He said he was born on 9/11, which was a blessing to this world, I think.
Yeah. That's the good story.
It's a pretty good day in history for his family and for him.
Good day in history. We also have the wedding anniversary of Lynn and Sierra Navratil, local comedian.
Love
Beautiful
Lynn.
Family, expecting a baby.
Wonderful. Beautiful contribution to the comedy community.
Yeah.
Great energy. I feel like if Lynn were on at least one of those planes, could have turned it around for him. Would have brought the mood up.
Oh, yeah.
Positive vibes.
All kinds of bits.
Wouldn't have wanted to do jihad after hearing his comedy.
No. They would have landed.
They probably would have landed safely.
Would have landed safely.
We would have got some shawarma together.
Some shawarma.
I don't know why I said that. I know exactly why I said that.
Yeah. I don't know why I picked that. Taco Bell. They could have got it.
Yeah, they would have had a Baja Blast.
Today, September 11th, in 1185, Isaac II Angelus killed Stephen Christophrates and then appeals to the people, resulting in the revolt that deposes Andronikos I Komnenos and places Isaac on the throne of the Byzantine Empire. Easily the biggest thing that's ever happened.
I know the Komnenos family, they have a shop downtown that I like to go to. Great family.
Great family. Lost to the Byzantine Empire.
Still successful, though, even though
Oh, yeah.
the Byzantine Empire didn't make it.
They're like, I'm getting out of here with these rugs and the shawarma. And I'm going to go start a new
Heading to
life in Kansas City.
Yeah.
1185. That's how it started. Here's an interesting one.
What else happened on this day?
Oh, on this day, September 11th, 2 events. In 1830, the Anti-Masonic Party Convention, one of America's first American political party conventions, the Anti-Masonic Party. And that happened on September 11th, 1830, because on September 11th, 1826, Captain William Morgan, an ex-Freemason, was arrested in New York for debt after declaring that he would publish The Mysteries of Freemasonry, a book against Freemasonry, and this set into motion a series of events that led to his mysterious disappearance.
He was arrested for debt?
For debt. He was a Freemason. He was a Freemason, well, an ex-Freemason.
Ooh.
I looked up the Anti-Masonic Party. They were started...
I'm curious. This is topical with the election coming up.
This is topical with the election coming up. They were one of America's biggest third parties. One of the first third parties. It was founded following the disappearance of William Morgan on anti-elitism. They were a single-issue party to keep Freemasons out from secretly controlling the government. They coalesced as a political party before and during the presidency of John Quincy Adams, so pretty early.
Their only issue was don't let Masons control the government. And then the guy who started it disappeared mysteriously. Is that what you're telling me?
So William Morgan was a Mason who turned against Masons, and then he wrote a book, and then he disappeared mysteriously before he could publish it. So then a couple years later, they started this party.
Okay.
And they were so big that in New York, they actually were the second biggest party. There was the Democrats, and there had been the National Republicans, but they took over and were like the biggest party other than the Democrats in New York. So they were like somewhat
a prominent force.
Prominent force, yeah. They had a bunch of people in Congress. I was looking up a list.
A legitimate organization.
Here's a list. They had 1, 2, 3, 4. They had like 30, 40 people in Congress. Oh, a bunch of other people.
So you're telling me the Democrats killed conspiracy theorists to win the election in 1918? What? 30?
They killed him sometime in the late. Well, let's see here. They took out William Morgan in 1826. Then the party was formed in 1830, and then by 1838, it was bye-bye.
Oh.
It was bye-bye.
I didn't realize Hillary Clinton was that old.
No.
Can't say
Apparently
that on the podcast.
she is. Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're going to say.
Uh,
Yeah, that's why. I didn't even know this existed.
yeah.
I had to go for, the Today in History and 9/11. Apparently 9/11, big Anti-Masonic day.
He typed in what happened in history on this day, and this was the first thing that popped up.
The only thing. This and the family. This and the constant. What else happened on 9/11?
I forget.
Obviously, a cruise missile hit the Pentagon. And I want to do a reaction video. Would you do a reaction video to the cruise missile hitting the Pentagon?
Do they have footage of that?
They have 3 frames of footage, or did you tell me it was 5 frames of footage?
I think it was
The most heavily guarded building in the world, and we'll put this up here so you guys can see it. We're gonna get your reaction now. I have slowed this down. Actually, you know what? I'll play it regular speed.
okay.
And then I'll play it slowed down in case you miss it. So here's regular speed.
Nothing.
No.
Just the Pentagon.
Huge smudge on the camera. Oh, there's an explosion. Okay. Big smudge on camera. Can you imagine working? That's like a toll booth. Somebody was just hanging out on this toll booth.
Someone was wiping boogers on the camera at the toll booth. All I saw was a 100-foot fireball.
That's right. You didn't see anything. Now, you didn't see nothing.
It was going pretty normal speed, though, so it would be hard to detect.
Right, a plane. So I'm going to put it on 1/4 speed. Starting now. All right. Nothing.
I don't see anything.
What's weird is
I see Donald Rumsfeld mishandling $2 trillion.
Oh yeah, it just happens in that office, right?
It's
there.
in the off.
Oh, there it is.
There's one frame.
There's one.
2. I see a blurry white line 2 feet above the ground.
Basically no feet. That's the video.
Flying parallel to the ground. An airliner.
I'll just back it up. And then it'll be like nothing. It's a shadow. Whoop! Look at that. Look how small it looks, too.
It's a very... How many people can fly on an airliner?
Oh, like 100, right? Well, I actually looked this up. So I looked up how many stories is the Pentagon. It's 5 stories tall.
Okay.
All right, so a 5-story building. And then I looked up how big is a 747.
5 stories is like 50 feet, roughly, right?
Yeah, I looked that up, and it says 10 to 14 feet per story. So it'd be 50 to 70 feet.
It's probably got pretty thick walls. I'd say probably 70 feet.
Yeah, let's say 70 feet. It's the Pentagon, 5 stories. Then I looked up how high or how tall is a 747. The tail of a Boeing 747 is about 63 feet, 63 and a half feet tall. So about 5-story. Look, I'm not an engineer.
I'm not laughing at the tragedy.
I'm
just
not an expert.
I'm laughing at my public school education.
So, I mean, they're huge. If you go to the airport,
Yeah.
planes are ginormous. I mean, you forget how big they are because the cabins are so small, but there's so much more space. So, let's just go to the frame. Let's go to the frame. Stop it. Where that's a 5-story building, about 70 feet, and here comes the 66-foot tall plane. Oh!
It's not even above the little kiosk at the toll booth.
I know.
Like the little entry kiosk. That's probably. It's not even a. Oh my god.
Don't just say whatever. Say whatever. Can't censor yourself.
I forgot about all of the time I had spent thinking about this, and then went into a state of active denial so I could function in society. And now, on this day in history, I am reminded that planes are way smaller than I thought they were.
Oh,
Tiny,
man.
almost.
Tiny.
And able to maneuver pretty well. Can fly parallel to the ground at hundreds of miles an hour without crashing until they hit the Pentagon.
You would just think. You would think that in this.
He was probably flying along, perfectly executing an airline maneuver, and he's like, "Oh fuck, who put the Pentagon right there?"
Yeah.
And then a bad day after that, I guess.
You would just think that when you see that, because you can see how far away it is. You would think that when you see that tip of the plane or the whatever, you would think that it'd be bigger, in my opinion.
Yeah, because the tail of the plane, pretty
There it is.
big.
I mean, that's supposedly the nose of the plane.
That's the first thing you can see would be the front of the plane, right?
Yeah. Right.
Because they
Unless
fly.
they were flying backward.
First thing you would see would be the front of the plane, which is obscured by a 3-foot tall kiosk.
Which would not obscure the building.
Right.
I mean, again, I'm not saying we debunked it. It is weird.
It's pretty odd.
If anybody wants to talk about it,
Drop
I'm sure there'll be comments.
Drop a comment.
Drop a comment.
Tell us your home address and how you feel about the government's involvement in 9/11. And we'll send you a postcard.
I'm doing this specifically to get Nick on a list.
Yeah, get in line. I'm sure that my Google searches alone have put me on some kind of
list.
observation list. Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I'm sure, dude. Honestly, dude, I'm pretty sure we're all on a list.
Yeah.
It's just the list is like one of those boards in school where you have the different numbers of stars and shit. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the list is just the list.
You're right.
And then it's how many stars do you have on the list.
Going for the high score, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you something about me. One time when I was 16, I was working at a grocery store. I was asked to mop the back room, and I had never done that before, so I didn't know what to put in the mop water. I knew bleach cleaned things, and I knew ammonia cleaned things.
Oh, no.
So I put them both in the mop water to be double clean.
That's pretty clean.
It was the cleanest that place had ever been. It was so clean there were no people in the building.
Did they have to evacuate the
No.
building? Okay.
But it was at the end of the shifts. My coworker, who was a year younger than me, told me that I had almost made chlorine gas and almost poisoned everybody in a grocery store at one time on accident because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
That would have been a fun fact for
so,
Totem Talk when you said you like motorcycles and the color black. Or what did you say?
Orange.
All right.
Yeah.
So disappointed. Wait.
So years later, when I was thinking about that, I Googled, how do you make chlorine gas?
Oh, yeah.
So that definitely probably put me on a cleaning watch list for people with clean homes.
Yeah, they're like, this guy is so clean.
He's not going to have a healthy biome to keep him safe from pathogens. I don't know.
That was today in history.
Don't drink bleach or ammonia. Mix them together first.
Comment below. What's your story with almost making bombs or weapons of chemical warfare?
Post your favorite recipes in the comments.
I almost made, in college, I had tried to make pancakes from scratch.
Love pancakes.
Yeah, and I had 2 plates. I lived in the tiniest little apartment in New York. Tiniest. Like, the whole thing, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, was smaller,
New York,
smaller than our living room.
Downtown?
No. Greenwich Village.
Good view of downtown?
No. A little bit. We went on the roof. But my dumb, dirty ass, I had stacked up the plates in the... This is right before Christmas break. I had stacked the plates in the sink.
A couple months before?
Stacked them. And there was the batter on one, and the other one was pretty much clean.
Oh,
and I put a plate on top of the batter, and they fused together overnight.
Okay.
And then me and my roommate, after a period of time, were like, these plates are stuck together. And we forced them open, and the smell, we started like tearing, like we couldn't breathe. It was like being pepper gassed, and we like had to open all the windows and exit the building. And then we looked it up, and it turns out you can like use ingredients like that. Some people in Japan use ingredients like that you can like kill yourself.
Oh my god.
We weren't quite there, but there's something you could do with like milk and egg and some other stuff to make a gas like that, and then like put yourself in a confined space, and you like mustard gas yourself. All right, that was today in history.
Tonight on Tickle Nick.
Tickle Nick.
Who's ready for the most mediocre night of their lives? Make some noise for Dennis Cheney.
Konnichiwa.
For Dennis. If you don't know how this segment works, a bunch of local comedians and several homeless people who live by the river put their names in this bucket. If we draw their name, they do 1 minute of stand-up comedy uninterrupted. After 1 minute, they will hear the sound of several gunshots if they've gone over their time. and then we will interview them, learn a little bit about them. Let's get this show started. I'm gonna draw a name out of the bucket. See who goes first.
Completely random.
Completely random. Several hundred people in here. Looks like Dennis Cheney is coming up to the stage.
Right.
Make some noise for Dennis. Woo! Keep it going. Shout out to the band. One minute uninterrupted from Dennis Cheney.
Hello. Wow, it's good to see everyone here tonight. I can't believe I made it. Hey, you know how Joe Rogan doesn't have any hair? They ought to call him Joe Rogaine. Yeah. Hey, so I think that Bill Gates put microchips in all the vaccines. That's right. They ought to call him Bill Gatekeeper, because he's keeping people down, not letting people have their rights. I was going to the store the other day, and I saw this girl I got a crush on at the store, and she was looking at milk, and I needed some milk, so I had a choice to make. I was like, do I interrupt her? So what I did was, I didn't want to seem weird, so I just hid. I stood by the cheese, and I was just kind of looking at her out of the corner of my eye, and she was like, she turned around, and I thought she was going to go the other way, but I came up, and I had already committed, so I was like, oh, hey. But then it turned out she didn't even see me, and so she turned, okay, all right, she turned around, okay. What's up?
Have a seat, Dennis.
Okay.
We'll go to the interview portion. So, Dennis, how long you been doing stand-up comedy?
10 years.
10 years. Really shows up there.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think you're gonna be a huge star.
Oh, dude.
Despite not being black or having cerebral palsy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I think the jokes really stood on their own two unwobbly Caucasian legs. And very funny minute.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell us some, what do you do for work?
I'm an attorney. I work with you.
Yeah, we work
at
together.
the Comedy Club of Kansas City.
I know what you do for you.
I bartend.
So you're a bartender.
I do the drinks. He does the food.
Yeah. How's your love life? Tell us about your love life.
I'm giving up. I haven't given up.
Crushing puss?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm not even really trying to crush puss, to be honest.
You did say giving up. That's the opposite.
Not giving up. I'm taking his hat's choking me. I don't know. I feel like I'm waiting for something to come along. I'm just going to let it. I'm going to let the universe. I'm going to attract for once instead of chase.
Okay. Vow of celibacy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like a knight.
Yeah. What's something interesting about yourself? You have any hobbies? You do any hobbies?
Other than this?
Other than stand-up comedy?
Um,
And podcasting and starting a band and doing sketch comedy? Is there anything else interesting?
I was playing Civilization 5 the other night.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the Hiawatha.
How did you do against the country of Siam?
Yeah, you bastard. Siam invaded me 4 times. I repelled them and the French and the Russians, but Siam just keeps coming, and they have elephants.
Keeps coming because he's gay. Boom! Roasted. This is Tickle Nick.
This is Tickle Nick.
I tickled him so bad with a comedy joke. Anyway, let's go back to the bucket. Let's see who else is. Thank you, Dennis, for your time. Great set. Let's go to the bucket. Nick Domini.
Oh, shit. All right, we got Nick coming up to the stage. Again, it could be anyone. It could be you.
Hello. How we doing in my living room?
Woo!
I am gonna open a furniture store for queer people called Buy Curios. So anyway, who called it farting and not air ejaculation? Am I right? Feels great to fart. Farting feels great, and it's air. Despite us being mostly made out of water, air comes out. Our skin is not airproof. Air goes in and it comes out. I put it in my mouth and it comes out my ass. Air ejaculation. I'm afraid of black people. Thanks, that's my time.
Oh, time on the board. Time left. On to the room. Why don't you have a seat? Well, air ejaculation. Pretty good. I liked the reference to water.
Water is great.
I'm a big fan of letting people know we're waterproof. Buy curios. Buy curios. Can you explain that joke?
This will be difficult. A curio is a type of furniture, and it's spelled a lot like the word curious. And curious is when you think you want to do something, but you're not sure. And like if you don't know you want to put a piece of furniture in your mouth until you gag a little bit, but you're just not sure if you'll like the gagging, but you definitely want to know what the piece of furniture tastes. That's the joke.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
It's like when you...
It's like buy curious.
Yeah, and then the word buy is like purchase, but also like a dual aspect, much like the joke.
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers to people's sexuality and choices in furniture.
Yeah, I like it.
And I thought I really hit the nail on the head with that one.
I like it. You're going to be a star. You got a certain energy. Can you tell us something about yourself other than doing comedy? Do you have any hobbies? Are you seeing anybody?
No, I'm not seeing anybody. I lack the ability to perceive. So my love life's not going great. I think I need to work on myself and my ability to perceive before I start seeing somebody.
Perceive yourself?
Yeah, and other people. It's hard.
Perceive other people?
Yeah.
You gotta see people to see people.
It's true. I think that's how it works. Every time I scream, "Show me your butthole," I don't see any buttholes. I think it's me. I think I'm the problem.
Well, all right. How about any hobbies? Anything you do? Anything interesting about yourself?
I like trying different types of gummy bears at the gas station. I have tried every type of gummy candy that has ever been purchased and sold by the Quick Trip Corporation.
Nice.
I'm not exaggerating. I need help.
Nice. Well, good luck to you. And you know what? I'm going to make you a regular on Tickle Nick.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, this is a segment that I call Get It All Out. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to put a minute on the clock. We're just going to take some time, and we're just going to get all our complaints out. We can talk on top of each other. We can take turns. It doesn't really matter. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh,
I think
my ribs hurt.
Podcasting will make me famous.
I slept on my wrong side last night.
I drink
and
water and then I pee.
This.
It takes up so much time.
And I have
in my
anxiety,
day.
so I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
The Haitians are sacrificing cats to voodoo rituals.
The moderators
in Ohio.
of the debate were super biased.
They want to eat them, but they
driving me
can't because they have to do voodoo
insane.
rituals.
People keep driving up and down my road, squealing their tires.
They eat the geese though, because those are way
I'm
more
sick
delicious.
of
But
exhibitionist
I wanted to eat the
drivers,
geese.
and they put a speed bump
Why
right
can't
in front of
I
my
eat the
house,
geese?
so eventually they're gonna crash into my fucking
They're right
house.
there. They've
because
been right there
city's
the
a
whole
cesspool.
time, and I can't
There's
even eat
murder
them.
all
The
the time.
Haitians
There's
can eat
trash
them.
everywhere. There's homeless people, even in nature. Oh, I think I'm becoming lactose intolerant. I don't know.
I'm sad that
I love cheese too much. I can't stop. I ate too much
How
Thai
can homeless
food
people be
today,
homeless?
And I don't.
If Mother Nature is our home.
Yeah. I was a minute.
I feel better.
I do too. Sometimes you gotta get it all out, baby.
Whoa. Welcome back to a new edition.
Our newest segment.
That we like to call Negating All Personal Responsibility.
How does this work, Nick?
I believe you have queued up
Our horoscopes.
some horoscopes.
We're gonna look and see what the stars tell us. All right, I'm gonna read yours.
Okay.
Nick is a Leo.
I'm a Leo. I'm a big cat.
Too much of a good thing is all too easy to find today, so try to limit yourself to just enough and no more. Life gets more expansive in the near future, and you want to have energy enough to handle it. It has an exclamation mark.
So I can't be an alcoholic anymore.
You limit yourself today, because in the future you can be a super alcoholic.
Oh, cool.
Your world expands.
Cool.
Well, okay, let's do your card.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
We have here, shout out to my friend Brooke who made these. It's a fortune cookie deck is what she called it. All these cards have some sort of fortune or, quote or inspirational or other type of message. And you pick one and you read it, and that determines how you behave moving forward. Here, you should cut the cards, and I will draw a card.
Cut them right there.
It's the Queen of Hearts, and it says, "Don't lose your head."
Ooh.
And I am taking that to mean focus on not overindulging today so I can die years from now covered in my own piss in a shitty apartment as an alcoholic.
Wow. That's a good one. Oh, wait, but there's one more.
One more.
You don't get to pick your own fortune cookie here. Whichever one you catch.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like it was that one. All right, I'll take this one for later.
Okay.
So far, don't lose your head. Limit yourself today for new energy in the future. And now your fortune cookie.
Let's see. Learn Chinese. Weather. Tian Qi.
Tianqi.
Yeah. And then it gave me the winning lottery numbers. I don't know if yours will have those.
I
but-
bought these, so they're mine no matter what.
Okay, that's fair. Mine says, my fortune, determining how I will behave in the future. Just believe it. Water and oil cannot be mixed.
Water alert. Water alert. Water and what? It says just to believe it.
Just believe it, period. New sentence. Water and oil cannot be mixed.
Be mix.
Mix, period.
Damn, son. I feel like these. I don't know how you interpret it. I feel like there's a flow here.
Well, I feel like you should tell me what it means so I can negate all personal responsibility for my behavior.
All right, here we go. I feel like it's a don't limit yourself because there's new horizons in the future. And then your card said don't lose your head. And then your fortune cookie said just believe it. Water and oil cannot be mixed. And so what I'm hearing here is that...
Yeah, also mention the weather.
Ooh, the weather. That's your learn Chinese thing. That doesn't count. But it did mention it. I feel like you should take no personal responsibility because you don't do... It's telling you not to do stuff today.
Okay.
And so, don't do anything, because in the future, don't lose your head. Don't make personal decisions. Water and oil don't mix. It's a futile endeavor.
Okay.
To do anything. And so, in the future, the universe will come down on you and tell you what to do.
You mentioned something about bereavement. Is a family member going to die?
What?
You said just bereave it?
Just bereave it.
Yeah, am I supposed to grieve something?
Oh, yeah, hopefully not.
Okay. That's good.
All right, my turn
Okay.
to have all my personal responsibility absolved. Gemini.
I can't read, so Dennis will be reading his own.
I'm a Gemini. You've got hidden qualities that are coming out today. Some good and some not so much. You may find that even good friends are surprised by your antics. I do antics. But as usual, you put on a good show. We are doing a show.
That's pretty good.
Okay. You want to cut the cards?
Oh, yeah. Here,
Okay.
I'll shuffle them. Give you a fresh lease on life.
I can't wait to do more antics.
This is an antic, I believe.
I think this whole thing is an antic.
Okay, here. Cut them thin to win, they say.
I got the 5 of Spades. Ingratitude is treason to mankind.
Wow.
Yeah. Surprised by my antics. My hidden qualities are coming out.
Ingratitude is treason to mankind.
Ingratitude is treason. Here's my fortune.
What has
cookie.
mankind ever done for you?
I know. How do I commit treason? I'm going to eat it so that it comes true. Hold on. That's my own superstition. These might be kind of old. I'm not going to eat that.
These were produced during the Ming Dynasty
Fuck it, I'll
on
eat
this
it.
day in history.
It's sugar, right?
Mostly.
Okay.
Sugar and other ingredients that you can use to off yourself if you need to.
God. Oh, yeah. If I put them... Okay. My word. Chew fang to dry hair.
Okay.
Okay. And then my fortune is keep true to the dreams of your youth.
Okay. Man. How am I going to negate all personal responsibility for your behavior for you? Said do antics. I feel like antics is like a pretty good way to, you know, just, I'm doing an antic. Big antic guy over here. And he,
Is that your impression of me? Look at me
doing
doing antics.
Wall-to-wall antics. No, that was not. Excuse me.
Okay, so we got my antics.
Yeah, do a good show. You're a comedian, so you're always funny on stage.
Thank you.
Shout out to the SOS Comedy.
Oh yeah.
To the sketch comedy, which Dennis is a part of. Excellent shows. Always good shows. Treason. I feel like it's at this point something we should do for the benefit of mankind.
Ooh.
Maybe, I don't know. We should be. That's definitely not what that card was saying, but that'd be a pretty good antic.
To commit treason.
Yeah, that would be a good show. And you always told me that as a youth, you dreamed of doing antics and treason against mankind.
So it's in the stars.
It's in the stars. You were just born to do that, and in no way will be a cumulative, an accumulation of your choices.
I feel good about that. I'm destined.
A cookie told you to do it, so how could you take any responsibility personally for committing acts of treason,
Antics.
following your dreams? I in no way see how that could be your fault or responsibility.
Thank you. I feel like neither one of us should take any. I feel like we're good. We did it.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We negated.
That's me shooting the stars.
We negated all personal responsibility again this week.
Well,
It's a hell of a show.
hell of a show. Who would have known? What did we learn? Do you have any takeaways? Any recaps?
Yeah. I learned on this day. I learned a lot about this day. And I'm afraid to talk about it anymore. Something we didn't mention.
Connor Don's birthday.
Connor Don's birthday. Lynn Navertill and his beautiful wife, whose name I forgot. Sierra. Congratulations to them on getting married on 9/11. Something we didn't mention that I forgot is that the X-Files was released 31 years ago on 9/11.
Ooh. X-Files and the Masonic. I feel like they're telling us something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Anti-Masonic party that was actually very informative.
By Curios.
Yeah, my family has owned a furniture store since 1904, so I've been working on that joke my entire life.
We oughta, in a future episode, we're going to call your parents, and I'm going to make you tell that joke to them.
My mom will laugh and my dad won't. I can tell you that right now.
Ah. I'm happy with it.
I feel good too.
I feel like much like the tortoise and the hare.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a frog, but
The Fortis.
the tortoise and the hare, I feel like we're getting there. And
We're getting there. No matter what happens, we are not personally responsible. We've successfully negated all of our personal responsibility.
We did magic.
For anything that happens as a consequence of this episode. And then we fucking both crushed the open mic.
Oh, we killed that open mic.
Despite not being gay, black, or disabled, or a lesbian,
That you know of.
or a gay lesbian. I'm not any of those things, but I am bi-curious. that gun loaded? Please shoot me with it. Please shoot me with that gun.